Hello and welcome to Autocar Professional. I'm with Mr. Partho Banerjee and we are at the SIAM annual convention. Sir, it's always a delight to sit with you and understand the nitty-gritties of the industry. The burning question right now is GST reforms, GST 2.0 as we call it. Can you start with the impact on your industry, your company, because you're literally the industry, you're the largest car maker in the country. How do you see that panning out in the next few months?
I think this is a very big reform, GST 2.0, thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister. So, if I just give you what will the impact be, the cars which were in the bracket of 28% GST, now they will have a price reduction to the tune of 8.5% because we in Maruti are going to pass it on the total benefit to the consumer. For the bigger cars which are in the slab of 45% GST plus cess pre-GST, now in post GST they move to 40%. So there the price reduction will be to the tune of 3.5%. But please understand in the bigger cars, since the price is very high, the 3.5% also translates to a huge amount. So it's a very big, I think, gift bonanza from the government of India to the consumer. On the top of it, I think the RBI governor has over a period of time reduced the repo rates. So the transmission is happening, and we are expecting that in the H2 of this financial year, all the financial institutions will be passing on the benefit to the consumers. That will further translate into the reduction of the EMIs.
If you look at it segment wise, do you see the entry level segment gaining because it was sort of lull and we saw the two-wheeler buyers not translating into four-wheelers and that transition was not happening. On the other hand, the premium and the top end of the SUV segment was growing like anything. So how will that change market dynamics in terms of portfolio mix and segment mix?
First of all, I think it is not only the small car has benefited, even in the big cars also.
Correct.
The GST reduction has been to the tune of 10%.
Yeah.
So even I think the benefit which is going for the bigger car will be more because the ticket size is higher. But yes, we strongly feel that it's a big, I think, and gift to the consumers who are looking to aspire to buy a car and two-wheeler to four-wheeler upgrade.
Yeah.
It is going to happen, and what we are seeing early signs are there that our inquiries has gone up to the tune of 15%. What we are seeing
Already.
too early, but the signs are very positive.
So it's going to be a great festive season this
Yep.
year for everyone. Can you also talk about the powertrain mix? How is it going to shift the powertrain mix of the industry, whether it's hybrid, EV, CNGs? Will it going to have an impact on that as well?
I think
In
it's
the
too
next
early
few
right
years.
now to comment on that. I think let's wait for some more time, then we will have a much clearer picture.
Sure. And for Maruti, is it like a big, I wouldn't call it a headache, but it's sort of you're on your toes in terms of product planning because now it's sort of rejigged a lot of things like there's way for smaller hybrid cars, CNG, and like a lot of that is going to change. So from a product planning perspective, is it going to have an impact on you?
We need to little wait and watch to see how the market respond to this big reform.
Yeah, and just lastly, I wanted to understand from an industry point of view, how is it changing? Because consumers, do you see new set of buyers coming in because consumption is going to change, the whole pattern is changing globally. We are seeing geopolitical issues, tariff wars, and a lot of countries getting protectionist. So, from a global point of view, how is that going to impact companies in India today?
See, fundamentally, by the price reduction, what is happening, you are moving further down the pyramid actually. So, for the smaller cars, entry level cars, you are going to get a new set of customers. The customers, there is always an aspiration for the customer to buy a car, but it was the affordability index that was a big challenge. So, to a certain set of customers now, this reform is really going to make the difference. So there will be the new set of customers. At the same time, when you move up in the ladder, obviously there also the customers will be aspiring to buy a bigger car because the affordability is not only the point, but there the aspiration also plays a major role.
Got it, got it. If you could just leave us with any rejig in terms of projections, because there was supposed to be a 3 to 4% very muted growth this year. Anything you want to share for the long term, like for say from a 3-year point of timeline? How is growth going to shape up in the next few years because of this?
See, auto industry in the good times, the CAGR used to be 6 to 7%. So our take is this, that in long term, I think the auto industry will again bounce back to a CAGR of 6 to 7%.
So around in a 3-year timeline, if we could say.
Yeah, maybe next year also we
Sure.
can see.
Sure.
Because it's too early, but we are
Yeah.
seeing the green shoots coming.
Yeah, that's on a very, very positive note. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for spending time with us
Thank you.
and sharing your insights.